Please, everyone, minutes. All minutes, everyone, link with a number sites and hackathons by NVCTI IIT ISM Dhanbad. In Artifact, pleasure have sites. In a few request of
So in 5 minutes we have a with the team Kalkarunga where Milan Mundhra sir start.
One, with your friends. Present here virtual space for the guest talk and the HACKFEST 23. I am Siddharth. Will BeingArtifex is a student-run organization of IIT ISM Dhanbad, which focuses not only on the technical but the non-technical aspects to try to solutions skills in art well society. It helps the students to be artifacts in their respective fields. The is event like guest we yesterday only to and with us to now primarily we are here for the guest talk for the winners of HACKFEST 23. HACKFEST is an annual hackathon event of 36 hours, which is organized by NVCTI IIT ISM Dhanbad for budding enthusiasts to build their innovative solution for real life problems. Being Artifacts family has got the opportunity to host this event, and here I would like to introduce you with the winners of the team Kalkarunga with Mayank Narang sir, who is then uh, pursuing his Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. Then Malav Thakkar sir, who is also pursuing his Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. Then Milan Mundhra sir, who is pursuing his Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science Engineering, and Raunak Asnani sir, who is pursuing his Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science Engineering. First of all, many congratulations to all the team members and the winners of the prestige event. Now, I would like to call upon Mayank Narang sir, who is the leader of the team, to share his insights of the event. Sir,
Yeah, hi Siddharth, I'm
Mayank,
audible.
Mayank sir,
Hello,
many
sir.
congratulations first of all.
Hi, thank you so much. Like, I'm a little low on network. I
Yes,
don't know
sir.
if my video will lag or not.
No, it's audible clearly.
All right, yeah. So, I think yeah, I think everybody should turn on the camera from our team. Milan, yeah, if
Yeah,
you can stop eating.
everybody should turn on their videos.
Yeah. Do we have Raunak and Malav as well? Malav, do we have Raunak?
He's facing some connectivity issues.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, great. Where should I begin with? Like, can you guys give me some pointers and all? Where do you want me
So,
to start?
yeah, start with your problem statement. What was your problem statement for
Okay,
the
cool.
event?
Yeah. So what we were like, we guys were just sitting in a room and we were discussing the problems in the healthcare sector. So one thing we thought of was that, like, once you have a prescription in your hand, and now you guys want to buy medicines online, because as you know, in let us say in your campus as well, or whenever you guys are ordering medicines, you want to order from Apollo or 1mg or something. Okay. Now, let
Okay.
us say you want to compare the prices for that medicine. You'll have to manually go on each website and check, like, where do you get the cheapest one. Okay. And on some websites, it may be out of stock or something. You will face those issues. So it's very hectic if you have 10 medicines in your prescription. Okay. So we thought of automating the entire process. Am I audible? Am I still audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we were trying to automate the process. So basically, we thought of a product, MedEasy. What it was doing is, it is taking your prescription as a photo or a PDF. It is extracting the name of all those medicines. It is performing a web scrape on all these websites that I was just mentioning, 1mg and Apollo and Pharmacy and all, and it is bringing out the like links of those medicines along with the prices, so the user can efficiently select which place he wants to buy those medicines from. Also, one interesting feature that we integrated in the product recently is that, let us say your prescription reads paracetamol 2 times a day. So it will put updates in your Google Calendar. Twice a day, it will ring you that you have to take paracetamol, something like this. Yeah, so this was the overall
Uh,
idea.
Amazing. So, did you get the team uh, instantly, or was there some? How did you get the correct team to go on with the further idea? Because for a team leader,
Okay.
this is one
Yeah.
of the most important things.
Yeah, like this was, we didn't actually create a team for HACKFEST. We were participating in a separate hackathon and we like didn't work at all in that. We were always like कि कल बनाएंगे कल अभी कल, and वो उसकी deadline pass हो गई eventually काम करने की. So when HACKFEST वाला notification came, we were like ठीक है यही team name and now let's work in this, क्योंकि offline event है तो maybe we will work ऐसा. So yeah, the team name and the team all came from a separate hackathon.
Uh, cool. So, uh, now I would like to invite for other members of the team for their insights too. Malav Thakkar sir, are you there?
Yes, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, sir, you're audible. So, as
Hmm.
the leader said, it was not a team that impromptu came with them. They were participating in different hackathon events. So, what's your perspective among the coordination with the team members? The idea presented by the leader, how do you
Hmm.
perceive it as a member, as an active member in the hackathon event, and that too, which is logged in a time foundation. You have to complete it in a time foundation.
See, actually, the idea was decided by all of us. Inputs were given from all the four of us. So, like, it was not that idea was given by the team leader. So, it was not that we have to work on it. We decided mutually. So, it was easy for us to accept the idea and work on it. Other than that, we decided our work. We divided it in like we divided. We the back end work was done by Raunak. The front end work was handled by Milan. Then web scripting was initially done by me and Mayank. So we divided the work. So it was easy to carry us on the idea.
Okay, so dividing works is fine, but sometimes while dividing work in any event, in any contest like such, a member sometimes feel neglected. Okay, I have been given less work or I have been given more work. So that equal division does not sometimes overshadow. So I would like to have the perspective of Milan Mundhra sir in that. Uh, how to compact that? Okay, I am not overshadowed by him, his work or his talent in any of such events.
Yeah, so basically this thing has happened with me in previous hackathons, and so it was a learning of it to apply in this hackathon. So what was special about this was the team member composition. Everyone was skilled in his own part. Like I was mostly skilled in front end, so I told rest of the teams that you don't need to worry about it. I will just handle it on my own. And I told to Ronak to handle with Python and backend stuffs, and he will provide me data. So he did his part very well. Then I told Mayank to give web scraping part, and basically Malav also did join with him. Then they worked with APIs and Google Cloud, all those things to work with OCR and all. So those were not really my specialization area. So I let them handle that. So what happens is when there are conflicting interests, like both the members, suppose there are two members who are having same skill set. So there might be some argument that if I am doing this, you can do this. So that sort of thing was not present in this hackathon with us.
Cool. Otherwise, in most of the events, that's one of the major concern of the teams. Um, Now, I would
I would
like.
like to add, sorry, I'd like to add
Yeah,
one
yeah,
more
sir,
point.
go on. Hmm.
Yeah, in this particular question that we were not getting overshadowed by each other, we accepted the supremacy of two of our guys. The pretty great, they're pretty experienced in their fields. And at that point, we had to let our ego slide because you cannot tell them that, okay, I have not written a single Python code in my life and right now I'll do all the work myself. That is not the way to go. So we accepted that, okay, yeah, these guys are OG. Let us just talk to them and help them with their work. So basically, I think Ronak played this very well. What he did was he basically delegated the work to me and Malav. So we were building modules and he was integrating, and this really helped us in the first 12 hours. I think just because of this strategy that we were building modules and he was integrating it very quick, we did around 60% of the work in the first 12 hours itself. And the next 24, we were just like going very slow because we had completed most of it very early. Yeah, so I think team coordination is very, very important. And yeah, kudos to Ronak for the amazing work he did.
That's great. Even the saying goes, egos goes over expertise. So now, with all the saying, I would like to have the perspective of even Raunak Asnani sir with us. Uh, So there has been a constant increase in stress and pressure whenever you are taking part in a time-bounded event such as this. Now, as per the sir said, you have completed 60% work in the first 12 hours only. So, do you think this again adds stress on your workload? If you are setting targets, it's okay. It could be in that 36 hours span, but to complete the work in such a short span, that too. So how do you view that?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So like Mayank said, we didn't really keep any targets. It was just like we kept on winging it. Like whatever is whatever idea is coming to us, We were right at it implementing it. Whenever anyone felt like that it's too much now that we need to take a break, we would all just sleep over there, or maybe just go down and eat some stuff. So like we didn't really take much stress. It was just like winging it, like just going with the flow. Whatever like idea we have, we build it. If it's done, well, good. Otherwise, we just come back at it again.
Well, great enough. Going with the flow uh, is the new normal among the tech enthusiasts these days. Now, I would like to hear from you all. What what do you think are the prerequisites for all those enthusiasts who are not expertise or who do not have prior experience being part of the hackathon? So, Mayank sir,
Yeah,
from you.
so get a guy like Raunak. Yeah, he'll handle all the stuff. You just have to sit there and follow his instructions. No, no, actually not. I think the most important part is to be curious enough to learn on the spot. So this was the thing with me and Malav. Both of us never wrote a code in Python, and by the end of the hackathon, we were building little modules that was giving us confidence. And eventually, we were like, okay, yeah, simple enough, pretty simple. So just be curious. Have that tendency that okay, nothing is impossible. अगर कोई और कर रहा है तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. It's not that tough. Okay, and at the end of hackathon, you'll be like कि हाँ यार क्या ही था, ऐसा भी क्या ही था. Okay, so yeah, I think simple enough with this, and also take a guy with a little bit of integration knowledge who has worked once on the project before. That will give you like a motivation boost or something. Like there is someone who will handle all the failures that I make, something like that.
Well, that was well said. To get a guy like Raunak sir, but again, we don't have those experts here in the first or second year, for sake. Uh, One more thing which I would like to ask, very important, that the team selection, as per you say, okay, you guys made a team, but for someone who just entered the college, be in the first year or even in the second year, the team selection and prioritizing that go with the flow does not hold true for everyone, right? There may be more team members who excelled, even they worked hard more than you. But what was your different approach? What sets you apart from all those? So this question is thrown for Malav sir.
See, just can you repeat the question once?
The question is simple. There were more teams again, which were working day in and day out, even maybe working more harder than you all. But what sets apart your team from those?
See, actually, the
What
thing is
strategy?
that
Hmm.
before being teammates, we all are friends. Like we have been studying together, means we have been staying together since last 1 year at the hostel. Like we have our rooms together, means around. So before being a teammate, we all are good friends. So, like this was one, main step which led us to the team creation. And other than that, we found that we all have different knowledge, means different knowledge based on tech stack. Someone is good in backend, someone is good in front end, and other stuff. So based on that, we decided to just have a team. Initially, we were not planning on making something very big. We just means we decided just to participate and just to learn new things and to make a good project. We were not planning on winning or like that. But later on, as we proceeded, as we made project, and we gained confidence that if we put some more efforts, then we may win. So like that, it was our journey.
Okay. So I think being friends to being colleagues
Yeah,
or
and other thing
the
like this is not means the team is not formed like it means the journey is not of 1 day. Like we have been participating in various HACKFEST from last means first year, second year as well. We participated with various teams with different types of people. And initially, you will face difficulty in finding a team because you may not be sure that in what field you are expert, means what knowledge you are having, what is the tech stack which you would like to work on. And similarly, you may not be able to find the correct people who would be able to accept you as a team member. So the journey keeps on continuing. You will take part in various hackathons, you will gain various experience, and later on at some point you will be able to negotiate with the other people that yeah, I am having this skill sets, I am having this much experience, and I can give this much input from my side for this project or for this hackathon, and eventually you will be able to get a good deal.
A journey
Uh,
of 1,000 miles at least
yeah.
begins with a single step for sure. Yes, sir.
One more thing. Like, don't get a wrong message that you guys need to be experts and all. Just be four curious friends who are willing to work together, who are willing to learn more, and yeah, you'll definitely like do very well in these hackathons and all. And yeah, as Malav was mentioning, it took us 3 years to get here. All of us have participated for 3 years in hackathons, and I don't think anybody has ever won a hack before. So yeah, it takes a long time. I'm not sure about Raunak. Like he's a different guy. So yeah, but among us three, we have never really won any hack. So yeah, it just takes time. It just takes a lot of time.
Uh, yeah, it takes time to achieve something that big. Uh, so now I would like to have the one of the most important question among the peers, even from mine, the first yearites, is that in Hackfest, uh, having prior knowledge, okay, an idea is pitched, but to set the correct people with that is slightly lagging. Not just we are not interactive more, or we are not in tech, or we are not exposed, or we have not participated in that. So I would like to have the view of Milan, sir, how to tackle that problem, how to be encouraged by you all, right, to participate, come for further, to increase the bar of participation.
Yeah, so basically it's not at all necessary that you have to need to have prior knowledge before participating in a hackathon. What you need to do is just know your interest areas, that what you like to do, and the learning process will be your hackathon. So let us say like I was mostly interested in web development, and initially I started doing it, but I was not at all like defined like how to go and where to go. So hackathon is a great platform to just achieve it all at once in 2 days. So even if you don't have any knowledge to participate, so basically identify any interested area, and just decide with your team, just with some meetings of how many hours it may take. Just before the hackathon, decide which person needs to learn what and how to implement it. So yeah, so now during the hackathon you can just start learning it. If even if you don't know how to build, you can just start learning from how to build these things, how to integrate this. So even if I'm starting anything from scratch, the motivation that a hackathon gives can accelerate your like learning process, which may take your which may take you months, will be just completed within 2 days. So that's it.
Great. Now I would like to put open through the audience who would like to have certain questions. Are there questions from the audience?
Good evening, seniors. I am Sajal Singhal, and I have one question for all of you that I've actually faced so many times. That is, ki before I'm thinking about an idea, we have to thinking about a tech stack. Let's say ki you are working on a project that is in a medical field. So before I'm thinking of an idea, have you ever thinking about the tech stack, whether I know that tech stack or not? Let's say in case of my idea in the Hackfest, I am thinking about some business proposal. So first of all, I have to thinking about the tech stack, like I have to learn some ML model to solve this problem. So I have to give some time to the ML model, then I have to pitch the idea. So is there any prior knowledge about the tech stack before choosing an idea, or after choosing an idea you have to थिंक ऑफ कि जो आइडिया चूज किया है उसी के हिसाब से हमें टेक्स्ट सीखना है, या फिर जो आता है उसके हिसाब से हमें आइडिया सोचना है। इन दोनों में बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है हमेशा।
Okay.
Should I answer this?
Like Malav, just a second. I'll hand it over to you. Just a brief before you get into this question. Me, Malav, and Milan all are only versed with web development. Like before entering the hack, we just did React and Mongo for the past 3 years. And after the hack, like all of us have worked on the Python code or somewhere. So yeah, Malav, like you can take it from here. So never think
See,
about the tech stack before.
See, as you asked that either you should have prior knowledge or you should be focused on learning new tech stack. So I think there should be balance between both. You should be having somewhat prior knowledge because you would be needing some knowledge to begin your project with. And other than that, you can rely on learning new things because that is exactly the motive of a hackathon, participating in hackathon. So like you said about the ML model, so you know like uh, before deciding idea you should be knowing that yeah, I would be requiring this tech stack, and based on that you should be having somewhat prior knowledge so that you can initiate the project. Later on you can keep on learning, and like considering ML thing, I think it requires a lot of time and it cannot be done in 1 or 2 days. So from beginning you can have means you can start learning and then you can implement it. So as per me, you should have a balance between this. Like you should be having a little knowledge, you should having just a brief idea that what you are going to learn, and later on you can learn during the time period of hackathon.
Thank you, seniors.
Any more
Also, like
audience
adding to
questions?
it,
Okay, okay. Go on. Yes.
like your ideas should, like your tech stack should not be the basis for your idea. Your idea should be the basis for tech stacks. Keep that in mind. Your idea should be your priority.
Yes, sir.
Like one more thing, like before entering the hackathon, like whatever tech stack or knowledge that you have, like the primary objective of the hackathon should be like after those 36 hours, you should have upgraded yourself like a lot. Like if you are dedicating that time day by day, there will be like every day you might just dedicate 1 or 2 hour, and that's like, but in a hackathon you are dedicating those 36 hours in total, like non-stop. So at the end of the hackathon, like you like your objective should be to be better than what you were before that, before beginning that.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Amazing, as usual, from Raunak sir. Any more questions from the audience?
Hello, sir. I'm Lalit Chatala, sir. I have a doubt. So, what should be the problem statement while choosing for hackathon? So, I have seen like many of our friends have chosen healthcare as a topic, and they have made so many projects about that. So, can you tell us what all other topics do we have for making to put in a problem statement? Can you explain about that?
So kindly unmute, Malav sir.
Hello?
Okay, Raunak sir, if you wish to go.
Yeah, I'd say like some general themes like nowadays in hackathons are like healthcare, agriculture, blockchain, and any other suggestions, Malav? Like like recently, let me just find some more themes. Wait, like in most of the hackathons, they usually specify their themes. Like some of them can be like health tech, agro tech, blockchain, fintech, fitness, sports, like down those lines. Like you can think of broad, like in these themes in the broader aspect.
The
Okay, sir. Thanks.
theme, usually focuses on like in major public can be affected, more advantage to the large public. And the reason for choosing healthcare in this HACKFEST was because it was the theme for it. So mostly people were choosing healthcare problems.
Like try to build something that helps people, like helps the society in a general way. Like some
So,
problem that does not have a solution, but you can make it easier by building a hack for it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
so even as we speak, the reach of this problem statement, even the idea was more. So I think the reach should be more with the audience, especially in these times, the health tech sector. Okay. Uh, so any more questions? If anyone is having any more questions. Okay. Okay, that's fine. At the end, I would like to know the best part of any event, the experience. So how did you all felt when you were announced as the winners? How was your overall experience of the prestige event? Yeah, Malav
So
sir, Raunak sir.
yeah, I'll take that first, then we'll pass it over to
Yeah,
Malav.
yeah.
So like there was the stand-up comedy event, right? And after that, the results were to be announced. So like we were all sitting there patiently waiting for the results. Like we were pretty anxious about the results, and I tried to get some internal insight about the results, but nope, it wasn't out. So we kept on waiting. We sat there, and then some speeches were given out, and then like all our friend circle was present there. And then when finally the results were told, like we were overjoyed. Like and we then rushed over to the stage and got the trophy. Like we weren't expecting our performance to be that like to come first in the event. We were expecting some place like in the top 10, but we were not at all expecting the first place. So yeah, it was like pretty thrilling.
Malav sir?
Yeah, means like experience was very great. Staying awake for 36 hours and working along was it's very new experience for us. Like we have participated in hackathons earlier as well, but due to COVID, from last 2 to 3 years, major hackathons were virtual. So this was a dif- bit different in that case because it was offline. We had to be present there. So like staying awake for 36 hours, enjoying with friends. Since we were not always working, we were just sometimes just sitting and chilling out. We were just talking, having since we were just talking and having fun. And after that also, as Ronak said, that we were expecting some position. Like we knew that our work was we made a good project, so we were expecting a position, but we were not sure that we will get the first prize. So yeah, that was a great experience as well. Okay.
For sure, memories for a lifetime, for sure. That too in this event, the offline event after a 2 year online break. Uh, so thank you. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to you people for winning the event. Best insight so far for any tech enthusiast and for those who are willing to participate in the next year or to upgrade their skills. Uh, yes, any more questions from the audience or anybody who would like to ask or add something? It's open.
Sir, as you have already said, we have done a 60% of the work in the first 12 hours. But this might not possible for all the teams. So can you some suggest how should we be divided the work in that 36 hours? Because our team has doing these things, but we have very chaos in our team because of that lacking of time. So let's say we have a one project. It is a WebD project, and we have to do a front end and a back end. We have already divided the work to a individual person, but there's definitely a chaos between us due to कि किसी एक को कुछ चाहिए and then पहले कोई वो काम करके देगा, then the next work should be done. So how can we divide the 36 hour? Because maybe not everyone is like your team, like 60% of the work is already done in the first 12 hours. So can you suggest how can we divide these 36 hours?
The reason for doing 60% work in 12 hours was that initially you are very excited, so you can put a lot of hard work in the initial 12 hours. Later on, you will feel tired and you will feel little demotivated. So gradually you will keep decreasing your effort. So main reason was the main reason was this, that initially 12 hours you are a bit motivated, so you do a lot work in that. Other than that, about the chaos which you are talking, you will have to decide that which part should be done when and what should be divided to each other, so that it won't clash. Like as you said, that you need to have the work one done before integrating with it. So yeah, I think Ronak would be able to explain better.
Yes,
Like
sir.
right after the beginning of the hackathon, we kind of listed down whatever we wanted to do. Like we just opened Notepad and brainstormed like for 30 minutes to identify what all modules we need to build. Like modules, as in just think of it as like some part of the overall application. And we kind of divided our whole program into modules and then decided like what is the best way to do it. Like suppose let's say Milan is building something and Milan is building the front end, let's say. And meanwhile, I was building the Flask backend. And during the same time, Malav and Mayank were doing the web scraping part and the Google Cloud Vision API portion. So we kind of planned ahead of time how to avoid clashes. Like otherwise, it's just like let's say you are waiting for someone to finish his work. Well, then during that time you are free. So instead of that, I'd say divide the task such that like there is concurrency among you. So you do something, he'll do something, and once his work is done, you can switch on to that work. So first of all, you should identify what all works, kind of like services that you need to build, and then work on them.
Yes, sir. And sir, another doubt is that ki before starting of the hackathon, uh, is we have to do some work before starting of the hackathon. Like there's a 36 hour we have a given to complete the project. But let's say ki I have used the 2 or 3 days before the starting of the hackathon to in the working of that project. So whether it is correct or not, I don't know. But we have to do, or that is my question, because we haven't do anything regarding this before 2 days. We are just starting from that from the first hour. So is it we have to do before the hackathon, starting of the hackathon, some work?
Some people prepare before hackathon, but it's usually not recommended. Otherwise, what's the point? Like you are coming, like I'd say come prepared, but don't write code or like have stuff built before the hackathon. Otherwise, it's not fair. But like you can build a mental map of how you will be proceeding throughout the hackathon beforehand, so that you don't have to spend that time thinking during the hackathon. So like you can just start with building. So you can get that advantage over here. Like think before you build.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, seniors.
Well coordinated workspace thought process, right? Plugging into things which were low. Well, there are times when one feels low, right, in any event or in any, especially the group coordination. Sometimes you feel low. Okay, you might have the best group where you have already coordinated so well that there are no ties. But what advice would you give to those, even those other groups with whom you all competed? What all things you find different from your side, right? Any one of you?
Like I didn't get your question. Like, can you repeat?
There are times when in an event members feel low, right? Okay, यार ये नहीं हो रहा है या ये हम अटक रहे हैं बीच में. So what advice would you give to them? Being the winner of the event, there were teams who were practicing, but somehow they couldn't get up as your level, right? So what advice would you give to them?
I'd say team plays a crucial role over there. Like it's your team that pulls you through. and let's say everyone has his ups and downs. So during those down times in hackathon, let's say you are stuck on something and you just can't get your way through it. Well, in like this happened with us also during some when we were doing like the ML portion in it. So it like we all together started thinking. We took a break first of all because it was too much for all of us. So we just took a break, and then we came back at it with a fresh mind, and we all like together tried to get out of it. Like that saying goes right. Multiple sticks together are strong.
Yeah.
So try to get out of it with the help of your team, because you are a team after all, right? You are not participating in the event as an individual. So you have
Right.
people there to look after you.
Right. Any suggestions from Malav, sir?
Yeah, see, always the motive should be participating in the event and learning new things, not winning. So if you prioritize learning new things and putting efforts every time to get out of the difficulty or a bug which you are facing, so I think eventually you would learn new things, and at the end of the event, at least you would be able to say to yourself that yeah, you gave your 100%, and before 36 hours or whatever the time duration is, you will find yourself having some uh, deeper knowledge in the subject, in the language, or in the tech stack, whichever you want. And it will also, allow you to, it will also give you some experience of working in a team. Like after college or whenever you will go to work, you will be working in a team. So, a little bit of that experience as well, how to coordinate with other people, how to work in a team, how to help each other, and how to, get help even when you are stuck. So, all these small experience will help you.
Like there is this well-known saying, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So take it as a learning aspect.
For sure, especially for us who are budding and tech enthusiasts. Uh, yes, sir. So at the end, again, I would like to congratulate all of you for your prestigious time and for your valuable insights. It would surely be helpful for the upcoming budders who genuinely want to excel, not only excel, but to learn. To learn in the event is one of the most important thing. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request all of you just to open the camera, uh, everybody. We just need a pick for the session. Everyone, please. Requesting everyone to please open their cameras. Yes. Need a photo, so thank you so much for your cooperation. This was an amazing session by the season winners.
Thank you, seniors.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Now everyone can leave the meet. We have a very great session with our pre-final year seniors who have won the HACKFEST 23. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining, making this event successful.